on the board right now, we got, for off the sprue, we got the 1969 Dodge Charger RT MPC Country Dodge Charger. Recently, in past years, people got offended by the General Lee. So MPC, to save face, they went and changed the General Lee kit to the Country Dodge Charger. And just to really add insult to injury, in my opinion, they went and added these flags with the original General Lee numbers. And they got General Patton, Grant, George Washington, and Born to be Freeze. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut so YouTube doesn't get mad at me. But yeah, we got some gauge faces there on this decal sheet as well. Ohio and Georgia plates. Because my buddy is a vinyl guy, I'm tempted to actually do this as a General Grant with this flag on the roof in an opposite color of orange, and then might do the 76 on the doors. The 1776 sounds good to me. But my buddy makes vinyl decals, and I might send this sheet over to him so he can make me my 01s and the proper hood that goes on the General Lee, and find a different kit. Hell, I might as well stick with this kit because everything else is there. The push bar, the wheels, everything. Because I just opened up the packages and looked. I'm not upset about the decals per se, because I did buy this kit for another reason, and I'll show you that with the chrome. But so step 1's wheels and tires, 2's the motor, rear axle, making a roller chassis for number 4, putting the battery and engine in for number 4 with radiator support, doing your interior number 5, 6 is your body, and putting it all together with all your decals. Round 2, I love everything you've been doing, but I'm not a big fan of this decal sheet not having the ability to make the General Lee. I used to watch Dukes of Hazzard every morning. That was not a racist show. If anybody thinks differently, please tell me in my comments. I would love to hear your opinion. Anyways, enough ranting on that. Back to the MPC kit. This is my second MPC kit I owned. Well, actually, I built the General Lee kit way back in the day, when I just glued everything together and stuck the decals on. But for the body, I like the body. There is some major sanding need to be done right here. Other than that, just clean up the bottom. It's got our marker lights, door handles, the wind wing frame here, and all the chrome molding that goes around the windows. It's pretty prominent. Well, I spoke too soon. It's prominent up to here and then dies off. That should be chrome molding all the way around. We got our gas cap part. It does say Charger on the back. I believe it's supposed to say Charger RT. We've got a little box, can barely read it. But yeah, this thing's gonna need some severe cleanup to make it good. Because I really can't see this kit coming out great. definitely gonna need some good cleanups. So, on with that. This is not gonna be a very happy review. What I've seen so far, this is like a 3 kit, maybe a 2. The only reason why it's not a 1 is because something that I'm going to show you in a minute. So we have our interior pan, which has our door panels, rear seats, and half of our center console there. All in one little pan. Some people like these. I prefer to have the door panel separate so I can detail these with the Molotov pin a lot easier. And these window cranks are so smooth. The armrest, everything's all the same height there. There is textures there, but yeah, it is. Yeah. Another least favorite part of mine are with these MPCs is the axle placements. Well, I guess it's level, so that's positive. We got some nice detail up here. It's not great. We got our gas tank. This is definitely just going to be one of those kits I'm going to put together. I kind of like the idea of having like a General Lee and a General Grant. It might be kind of cool to have 2 of those up there. I wish I could find a better 69 Charger kit that's not MPC, as this is, yeah. So next we got the 3-inch scale size roll bar piece here. Got the funny headers that, I mean, really, I understand it was a different time when these kits were first made. Like, look at the transmission. It's got all the linkage details. The starter's halfway there. You can almost see some freeze plugs in there, but you can see the bolts, which I don't even think those bolts would be there on one of these motors. I believe this is going to be a 440, being a dot, if I remember the show right. And we got 2 different styles of air cleaners, it looks like. Almost looks like a NASCAR one. And this is definitely not correct with the 2 4-barrels on there. I'm gonna have to watch the show again, but we got the fan correct. Anyways, oil pan. We got the pulleys and belts. In front of the motor, we got fuel pump, oil filter, water pump, water filler neck, or upper radiator hose, sorry, with radiator heater hoses. And then look at this. That should be sitting like that. We got the upper half of a radiator. We got the General Lee push bar, which looks to be, yeah, it's gonna need some cutting. So that's definitely going on. I think this is supposed to be, if this isn't, this is part of the roll bars as well. But look, that doesn't make much sense. The driver's side, I believe that's driver's side, it's got roll bar padding, but passenger side don't. But it's got flash. I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody with my disgust of MPC. That's my second kit. That I also got the 67 GTO, and I was going to try to build XXX GTO out of it. I doubt I'm going to do that now. I don't even think I'm going to build that kit. But I gotta have my General Lee kit, because eventually I'm going to do all the TV shows. So we're going to have A-Team, we're going to have Knight Rider kits and car, and I'm also going to try to do the Knight Rider semi-truck and trailer. The truck's going to be easy to find. I can make some decals or hand paint the semi, because all that is a GMC General with a modified sleeper on there. Anyway, so back to this kit. We got this lovely firewall with big old chunk of flash on the back. Some of the places where they got the detail, like the seat belts, and then they completely skip over parts on the firewall. Drive shafts got the yokes, that's cool. Exhausts. I'm not a big fan of these one-piece all-in-ones. The HPI guy's model review guy, he builds the kits, he reviews them. He's part of the inspiration for my show, my channel, and I give him props. He does really well with these. They got the detail for the clamps on the exhaust. Way to go. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm not very happy with this kit. We got the top of our center console, our wheel backs, which kind of confused slightly at the moment. We got 2 distributors. That's awesome. A single 4-barrel intake. No idea what these 2 pieces are. This almost looks like the bottom of an air filter, like a K&N air filter, and this almost looks like a TV camera. It is something I'm noticing missing on this kit. There is no CB antenna. There's CB radio at all. Nice. It's got the hood pins. That's nice. I believe these are for the grill. Yeah, these are the grill inserts. Maybe more of the center console. And the steering wheel. There's going to be a lot of sanding going on in this kit. Getting close to the end. So we got our windshield with wind wing and our back window. Really, wow, those are going to be really fun to try to detail. I may not even try. This kit probably is just going to be thrown together. I might go get some paint and spray it orange. I've got the right color for the tan interior. It did have the right wheels there. We got the rear bumper, the gas cap, the front bumper, proper wheels here. Looks like a Hearst style shifter. Got a tack, which I don't remember that being in the show, but that can always go in another kit, like my Camaro I'm building. Got this giant alternator. It's bigger than the damn carburetors. That's funny. And these big old giant Hemi valve covers. If it wasn't such a crappy kit, this might be the first one I actually wire up the motor, but such a crappy kit, I'm not even thinking about it now. And then we got our rear axle shaft. The Goodyear tire. G70s. These are definitely a bias plies. Custom wide tread polyglass. So yeah, you get 4 of the bias ply tires, some decent tread, and just scuff them up with a little bit of sandpaper just to make them look a little bit used. And the only reason why I bought this kit, I bought this kit just for these wheels. And luckily they worked. I was getting a little bit scared after looking at everything. And the reason why I bought these wheels, I'm a hot rod type guy. in my opinion, those Thrush style wheels look a lot better than the stock rallies. And these are going into my Camaro kit. I know I've been talking a lot about it, but my Camaro kit's kind of been on hold. I got slightly injured on my hand, so it takes me a lot longer right now. I got 5 stitches in my hand, so I'm not being able to do the model kits as fast as I want. Look, I can't even get the damn box closed right. I didn't care. I would not say that this one's going to get an actual build-up video. It might just be one I throw together and show off. Because I figured with the charger, I probably won't be doing that one. This one with the other group that I want. But yeah, this will probably end up being the General Lee. Even though I'm going to have to have my buddy make me some, probably the proper license plates. The word Lee that matches the General. Well, I'll probably have to make all my decals because then they'll actually be sticker decals. And I can have my Confederate flag on the roof, paint this thing orange. And I'll do some research on the actual General Lee so that way everything's colored right. I have, this is the small stuff, but I could take one of my NASCAR kits and match these styrene rods, polystyrene rods, and match up the right size, and I might make the proper looking roll cage so that way it's not looking like 3-inch pipe and more of a, I believe we used 2-inch pipes in my race car, 095. But yep, that's the MPC kit. Once again, not a big fan of MPC, but I wanted those rims out of this Charger. Have a good night. This is Jerry, and this is Off the Sprue.